Hello everyone, welcome to XLIS Academy. My name is Vijay Kumar, Faculty of Geography, Environment, Disaster Management. So I have been teaching UPSC aspirants to reach their goals of becoming an IAS and IPS since the last 10 years. Approximately I have taught 50,000 students, making hundreds of students to crack this examination. And I have very good scope along this particular geography, having masters and PhD in this particular geography, make me to reach your goal. So I'll be helping you through these particular subjects so that you would be cracking UPSC CSE examination as soon as possible. So as this is an intro video regarding with the discussion of geography, so I'm not going to complicate this particular stuff regarding with the geography as much as easy I would be doing it so that you would be knowing what geography actually is, so that it would be helping you in the upcoming preparation. So first of all, many people understand this particular geography subject in another way, but what UPSC is asking is different. For example, many people just say that geography is just related with knowing about places, different mountains, different plateaus, different plains, different rivers. But this was a criteria for UPSC in the earlier, before 2000 or before 2010, they generally tend to ask this kind of questions. But in a natural sense, we would be having some more details regarding with the geography subject, because right now in geography, UPSC is not asking a question regarding with where a Mount Everest is, where a particular plateau is, or where a particular river is. So in the present context, if you go through the past year papers, you will be understanding what UPSC is asking. Right now, there is no necessity that you know about Mount Everest height, but it is necessary that how Mount Everest and the entire Himalayas are influencing the human community, how Himalayas are helping us. And in lieu of that, what humans are giving to the Himalayan ecosystem, they are destroying the Himalayan ecosystem. So what are the causes which are making huge amount of disasters to occur in Himalayan region? Like Himalayas experiencing huge amount of flash floods, Himalayas experiencing huge amount of cloudburst, Himalayas experiencing huge amount of flash floods, Himalayas experiencing huge amount of glacial lake outburst floods. So what are the reasons? It is human influence, anthropogenic factors which are making this particular Himalayas to be destroyed, and the entire natural resource is being destroyed. So that's the reason why every time when I teach geography, I say students that never ever read geography as a alone subject, because it is not a lonely subject. Every time relate this particular geography with environment, environment with geography, environment and geography with agriculture, and agriculture with that of environment and geography, and all three integrated together you have to understand in disaster management, and how disaster management can be tackled using this particular knowledge. So final aim is, once you become a district collector or an IAS, it is you who would be acting as a disaster manager. And once you become a disaster manager, it is your disaster management skills which would be coming as a practical note, which would help in making this particular aspect very familiar to you. So this particular subject generally plays a crucial role in prelims, mains, personality test, and also in your administration. Likewise say, if I don't exaggerate this, approximately 35 questions would be coming from this particular block of geography, environment, agriculture, and disaster management. So if you want, you can cross-check in 2024 preliminary paper that if 35 questions, less than 35 questions would be coming, then I would be giving you the bonus gift as an offer. So every time if you check the past papers also, past 10-year paper also, you are getting somewhere around 32 to 35 questions from these particular aspects of block. So hence this block is very important for your UPSC CSE preparation. This is very, very important to know what are the resources and what is the syllabus which is mentioned there. So in the next slide, I will be discussing about the syllabus, but initially, never ever underestimate this geography, that geography is just about understanding about a landform or knowing where the landform is. It is how this landform is influencing the human community and how human community is influencing that particular landform as well. So make sure that you understand this comprehensive syllabus as such, so that there won't be much difficulties for you. So I'll be moving myself into the syllabus, whereby UPSC in its GS paper 1 of main syllabus, it has given 5 basic line of fundamental syllabus which have been given, where they tend to ask the questions from this particular regard. So better interpretation of this syllabus would be helping you understand geography, read geography and apply geography to get better marks in UPSC CSE. Likewise, if you see the first line of the syllabus, it deals with salient features of world physical geography. The line itself is appearing very easy for you, but this particular line of syllabus consists 50% of the geography, where the core of the geography is present in this particular line of the syllabus. So if you could see, we might have learned about lithosphere during our school standards. We might have learned about atmosphere. We might have learned about different oceans, waves, tides. The same stuff we are going to read here, but in an advanced manner. So this particular line of syllabus would be having geomorphology, climatology and oceanography inbuilt in it. So many geography principles and core areas are inbuiltly present in this particular line of syllabus. Likewise, if you understand this particular syllabus as such, this line of syllabus when you understand, then the rest line of syllabus which have been mentioned in UPSC becomes very easy for you. So this is the basic fundamental knowledge of geography, core of geography, principle of geography, where when you understand, the rest of the components would be getting a greater pitch. Okay, so once you understand how a Mount Everest is formed, how Himalayas are formed, all these things you are going to learn here. For example, in geomorphology, we are going to learn about how Himalayas are formed. We are going to learn about how Western Ghats are formed. We are going to learn about how Sundarban Delta is formed. We are going to learn about how volcanism would be raised. We are going to learn about earthquake phenomena. We are going to learn about tsunami. All these particular aspects we would be learning in this particular interpreted syllabus of geomorphology. Coming to the climatology section, you try to understand how deserts are formed, how the temperatures are recorded, how the pressure systems on the earth's surface are built, and how cloud formation happens, how precipitation would be taking place, why vegetation differs from place to place, why in certain regions of India we have evergreen forestry, why in certain regions of India we have deciduous forestry, why we have desert only along the Rajasthan region, and why most of the deserts are located along Tropic of Cancer and Capricorn, why not at the equator, why equator experiences everyday rainfall, every day 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. in between equatorial regions would be experiencing rainfall. And we will try to understand various components like Mediterranean type of climate, why European countries are known for purest form of wine making. That particular process is called as viticulture. That we will understand in the climatological section. So it's very interesting topic. Don't try to miss it out. So please try to get on to us to get these particular topics to be visualized, understood, and practically it would be experienced within the classes. Along with that, coming to the oceanography, many people just throw away this oceanography, but as everyone know, oceans contribute 71% of the total earth surface. So their influence on human community, their influence on climate, their influence on landform development is very high. That's why we would be learning about different oceans and the movements which happen in the oceans and the salinity and temperature in the oceans accordingly, and we would be trying to interconnect geomorphology, climatology and oceanography in this particular one part of the syllabus. So once you understand these particular landforms, climate, rainfall, vegetation, then it is easy for you to understand this particular line of syllabus, that is key natural resource distribution across the world, including India and South Asia. Why they have specifically mentioned India is, as we are preparing for Indian administrative services, it is essential that we have to know where iron ore is present, where coal is present, where petroleum is present, where natural gas is present, where bauxite is present. Recently, in Kashmir, we had lithium reserves, and where we find bauxite, where we find tin, where we find copper, and where our nuclear minerals are, where is uranium, where is thorium, all these components across the world while we deal. We also give special emphasis to India, and then we would be reading. We will be dealing about different soils and its distribution across the world, different vegetations and distribution across the world, different water resources and their distribution across the world. Right now we are facing water crisis. If you take the case study of Bangalore, so Bangalore is facing water crisis because of the water depletion. So what is the reason behind this Bangalore water crisis? All these things we would be understanding in this particular second line of the component. Only when you have greater knowledge on line number 1, you would be having greater thinking on line number 2. Once you understand these two particular lines, the third line is very familiar to you. The third line is like factors affecting location of industries. So industry is an area where raw material is converted into a finished product. And we had industrial revolutions which took place, and we had huge amount of industrialization happened across the world, and this mass industrialization has produced huge amount of products where they need markets. So there shall be some factors where industry would be established. Like for example, if you want to establish industry, obviously it's true that you want choose Jaisalmer, Jaipur, Ajmer, Udaipur as an option. You will choose some belt which is very closer to the urban market. You will choose what raw material is essential. For example, let's say cotton textile industry. What is the raw material required? Obviously cotton. So obviously you would be seeing in and around cotton growing regions. Most of the cotton textile industries are located in Maharashtra and Gujarat. But this scenario is changing now because of increasing labor prices, because of being saturating, because of huge disaster risk. The cotton textile industries are shifting towards Coimbatore and rest of the down south. If you see in the Madurai, Bangalore, Coimbatore, Tirunelveli, Madurai belt, in the entire regions, these cotton textile industries have been flourished. So cotton as a resource where these industries are established. If you see iron and steel industries, you would be seeing in and around Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Odisha. Why? Because iron ore and coal are available over there. If you see jute textile industries, they are located in West Bengal region because of the jute production. In this way, we will try to compensate every location of the industry along the world as well as India, giving special emphasis to India because the questions are going to come from India. The reason behind it is you are going to prepare for Indian Administrative Service. If you start preparing for United Nations Civil Services examination, then world geography, world resources would become important. But here our special emphasis would be on Indian industries and its location and the challenges, problems, limitations which it is facing. Coming to the fourth line, the geophysical phenomena, earthquake, volcanism and tsunami, cyclone. This we shall be covering in the first line itself. But why UPSC has mentioned in a separate line patterned way is that it is giving us a hint that whatever you do, I am going to ask a question on earthquake, volcanism, tsunami, cyclone. So here when we read geomorphology, we will learn earthquake, landslide, tsunami, volcano, its influence. We'll give special emphasis to it. We'll read about cyclone, storm surges, what is its impact. We'll try to impart our disaster management knowledge over there. So this area has to be compensated because once you become district collector, along with the administration, along with the law and order, obviously police personnel would be taking care of law and order, but it is under your administrative control. Along with these roles and responsibilities to tackle the disaster, this particular knowledge of tsunami, earthquake and volcanism, flood, drought has to be in your mind, that we would be discussing in this geophysical phenomena. And coming to the last line of syllabus, it is mentioned as geographical features and its location. So where these geographical features are there, where Himalayas are there, where Rocky Mountains are there, where Andes Mountains are there, where is Sahara Desert, where is Kalahari Desert, where is Atacama Desert, where is Patagonian Desert, where is Sonar and Mojave Desert, and where the rest of the deserts are, where is Rubal Kali, Daste Kavir, Daste Lut. All these deserts locations, what are the factors influencing it? Where are different rivers, where are different great lakes, and where are different vegetation aspects. So every geographical feature we will understand and we'll try to map across the world so that we would be having an effective knowledge on every geographical location. But question is not going to come on it because the syllabus point have not been ended here. The reason behind it is the continued portion of this syllabus. If you see the geographical features and locations, along with it there is a continued line, that is critical changes which are happening in this geographical features, like why Aravalis reduced their heights, why most of the lakes are being converted into deserts, why wetlands are being dismantled, why deltas, estuaries are being dismantled. Everything we are going to cover in one particular framework so that it would be helping you to understand. And this line did not end here. It includes understanding about the changes happening in polar ice caps along the Arctic Circle and Antarctic Circle. So we will relate our climatic change, global warming, ozone depletion knowledge here, and along with that we will try to understand a complete scenario and what about its flora and fauna. Flora ka matlab vegetation, fauna refers to the wildlife present here. So if that particular geographical feature is being dismantled, what is happening to the flora and fauna? For example, if you see and read newspaper, Western Ghats would be in news on and often because of its 70% of the area biodiversity present there got destructed completely. So this line of the syllabus is dynamic in nature. We'll correlate this particular aspect with the environment section. Okay, so in this way we modulate the entire syllabus and we will try to cover from very basic level. You will become a master. So you enter just with zero knowledge. Within 45 days of session, you will be becoming a master in geography. This I can promise you. But the story doesn't end there. The story also includes doing the assignments. The story also includes connecting the subjects with environment, agriculture and disaster management, then understanding it in a more broader way. And also we would be solving some previous year questions. Also we would be seeing some blueprint answers of the past questions which appeared in UPSC. So in the entire course of geography module, we are going to cover up this particular aspect. You will be having a great practical experience. Now the question rises in your mind, sir, what are the resources which have to be followed? First resource, just read NCERTs and come to the class. 6th to 12th NCERTs, let it be new or old. Finish those NCERTs, sit in the class, enjoy the practical experience. You will be addressing every topic attached with the NCERT itself. Further advanced and reference books, Institute would be providing you some value added material, and I'll be providing you some reference books and page numbers where you have to read and make up the content. So no need to worry regarding with the content, because we have lot of the content in this digital world. The only target is conceptual clarity is very important. Content is available everywhere in the market. If you just go to a stationery shop and ask them to prepare, like if you are preparing for civil services, he will be suggesting you set of books. But content is not important. Conceptual clarity is important. You find content maximum in this digital world just sitting in front of a laptop or having mobile in hand. You would be having the greatest content, so no need to worry regarding with it. So we will be providing you valuable content, so no need to worry, just focus on your NCERT reading. And in this particular course we are going to start it very soon. I am going to deal geography, environment, agriculture and disaster management, which is completely a bunch of 150 hours. So within some 60-70 days, entire knowledge, some 35 questions which appear in prelims, that would be in your pocket. I guarantee you, you would be attempting and making 80% of the questions right within the preliminary examination, and you will be attempting 100% of the questions in mains, and whatever the questions which they would be asking you in personality test and interview regarding with this subject, I would be helping you in that particular regard. So if you have any queries and doubts, you can just drop in the comment section. Our team will get back to you, or mentors would be getting back to you, so that your queries would be cleared. So our batch is going to start very soon. So please meet up at Excel Civil Services Academy. So we are going to make you IAS in your very first attempt. Thank you for watching this particular video.